Hey guys, Raven here. Welcome to the origins of Tensa Zangetsu. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Now, you may be wondering why I'm talking about a sword. Well, the reason why is misinformation surrounding the origins of Ichigo's power. Let's start this episode with the oldest aspect of Ichigo's power, his sword. Origin of Old Man Zangetsu. So what is Old Man Zangetsu? Well, let's start from the origins of existence. Creation swayed to and fro, it was stagnant. It was as if the universe itself made a powerful being who transcended everything. A Quincy, Shinigami, and possibly a Hollow. That being is now known as the Rio. At one point, that being had a son named Yuha. It's unclear whether Yuha was born from the Rio's power or was an actual child. Yuha couldn't see, hear, feel, taste, and smell. He appeared to be covered in a black substance. People eventually started touching this child. The people who touched him gained powers as well as miracles happening to them. Injuries and other such things started to heal instantly, but they would die shortly after touching him. Something that happened after the innocent people died was Yuha gained those fragments back and the power they had. Yuha was in truth transferring fragments of his own soul to people. Those fragments retained their memories, spiritual energy, and other such things. Eventually, Yuha found a way to spread his soul in more potent ways by making people drink his blood. Now that we have that important lore out of the way, let me explain why this is all important to understand Zangetsu. The humans who had Yuha's soul/blood would pass it on to their children. Pure-blooded and mixed-blooded Quincy were the result of this. Now, here's why this is important. Ichigo's mother was a pure-blooded Quincy named Masaki Kurosaki.
私は黒崎正樹クイーンシーです
She passed that Quincy blood down to Ichigo, which formed the entity known as Old Man Zangetsu. Now, you may ask, who is White Ichigo? Which I will explain now. Origin of White Ichigo. So this is a bit less complicated than Yuha and the Rio. So the Hollow we now know as White Zangetsu, or White Ichigo, was made when Aizen, Gin, and Tozen compressed a lot of Shinigami souls in an experiment. It was the first Hollow made from Shinigami souls. It was sent out to a city right outside of Karakura town named Naruki. This leads to Isshin Shiba, captain of Squad 10, seeing a report that Toshiro Hisugaya was reading over. After going back to the barracks for dumplings and, well, because of Rangiku, he immediately rushes to the site of the attacks where several people were killed. As Isshin is investigating, he gets attacked by White, the Hollow whom looks very Vesta Lord I like, but he technically isn't. They fight. Isshin is about to go Bankai when Aizen slashed him, making it impossible to go Bankai. Isshin was struggling and losing his skirmish when a Quincy girl named Masaki saved him. In the process, she got infected by the Hollow. Masaki a while later passes out in the Ishida Manor. Kisuke Urahara knew what was happening as he sensed her soul going into something called soul suicide. You may ask, what is soul suicide? It's when hollification happens. It can destroy the boundary between the soul and reality, killing you. This is different between Shinigami and Quincy for one major reason. Whereas Shinigami have antibodies helping them fight off the hollification process, Quincy's are deathly allergic to Hollows. Now you may wonder how she survives and has 3 children. Well, Isshin transferred his Shinigami powers from a special Gigai to Masaki, tethering them together, saving her life. This is all thanks to Kisuke. This is how White was made. He is a mixture of Ichigo's Shinigami core of power and his Hollow. They combine into one. This is how he is able to survive soul suicide and other such things. So you can see why Ichigo's powers are a bit complicated and complex. I will be diving more into this topic when I make the anime history video on Tensa Zangetsu. So that is all I have for this video. If you learned something useful, hit that like button and subscribe. Raven out. Peace.